Have you ever wondered who would emerge victorious out of Joshua Buatsi versus Dan Azeez? Pay close attention as we take a closer look at this upcoming clash.
Not for the that's a shot. And he
Fight fans, welcome back. It is always a nail-biting match when two undefeated warriors collide. We have seen this a few times in the boxing universe, but it still remains exciting.
Who know each other well, really good point in their career, just going at it.
However, in this fight, there is more on the line than the undefeated streak. Welcome to a Boxing Universe presentation, as we take a closer look into the clash between Joshua Buatsi and Dan Azeez.
South London clash with Joshua Buatsi, the rescheduled clash, is back on.
Who do you think has the upper hand in this clash, Joshua or Dan?
Really excited for it. Both good guys and great fighters.
I like both guys. Pedigree lies with Buatsi. Buatsi, solid favourite. 50-50.
Brilliant fight, lovely fight.
Buatsi's going to come through it.
These two names are not unfamiliar in the light heavyweight division. Joshua has a flawless record of 17-0 with a jaw-dropping KO ratio of 76.47%. Through his explosive strikes, he has left a trail of fallen opponents after him. But wait a minute. Dan is not someone who one should mess with. The guy has a staggering 20-0 in his professional career with a formidable KO ratio of 65%. In conclusion, these two mean business. They were set to collide last year in October, but fate took the best of them. Dan underwent a back injury. Weeks before the clash and the bout was rescheduled.
I'm feeling good, back's getting better, healing well, and hopefully by February 3rd it should be better than ever. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
Now that the gods of boxing have given us their blessings, the fight is locked and loaded for February 3rd, 2024. The bout was initially scheduled to take place at the O2 Arena, but due to a lack of available dates, the OVO Arena, Wembley, will be hosting this monumental encounter.
February 3rd, Wembley Arena.
Yeah.
Even though the venue is smaller, but the stakes are higher, stage is grander, and the anticipation is more palpable.
Not too much trash talk, but I can sense the London rivalry between them.
Born on March 14th, 1993, Joshua Buatsi is a professional light heavyweight boxer. He is an orthodox style maestro who's 188 centimeters tall and has a staggering reach of 189 centimeters. Through his dynamic footwork and devastating blows, Joshua does not let his opponents stand a chance against him.
Joshua Buatsi is one of the highest ranked light heavyweights in the world today. A stoic figure outside the ring and a ruthless finisher inside.
On the flip side, we have Dan Azeez, another orthodox style light heavyweight boxer. He stands at a height of 178 centimeters, but do not let that fool you. You see, even though Dan is shorter than most of his opponents, his aggressive boxing and close combat skills have won him several matches.
If you're rolling under the hook, step out to your right. I love his willingness to learn and his work ethic. There's a lot of work ahead of us, but once we get there and he does it, he's going to be a force to be reckoned with.
He's special in every way, every fight. He's just clinical, every ending is clinical.
This match will not only end one fighter's undefeated streak, but a WBA world title final eliminator. The winner of this match would get a golden ticket to face WBA champion Dmitry Bivol for the championship, making the stakes even higher. After this match was postponed due to Dan sustaining an injury, fans were disheartened. Now that Dan has recovered from his back injury and is looking for redemption, this would surely make an exciting match. This time he regrouped and refocused and is now looking to unleash his explosive power.
Hopefully by February 3rd it should be better than ever. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
What makes Dan really dangerous is that, unlike other undefeated fighters, he does not care about his streak. He is constantly looking forward to fighting new and better people. This no-loss attitude of his could turn out to be the upper hand he needs to defeat Joshua.
Obviously, I'm not out there to lose, but I don't give a shit about my O. As long as I'm fighting the best, then what more can I ask for?
Now, Joshua is not someone who is going to hold back. Ever since the match got postponed, he is looking forward to meeting Dan in the ring. For the past few months, he has been training consistently and perfecting his craft. His precise strikes and in ring IQ make him a deadly light heavyweight.
So I'm not gonna single myself out and feel sorry for myself, but I hated it and I wouldn't wish it upon anyone else. Yeah.
The fight would be tough for both of them, but neither is looking to back off easily. These two are like predators in the wild, both eyeing at each other and waiting for the perfect time to attack. For these two, this would not be just a bout. It is a fight for legacy, pride, and a shot at the WBA championship.
He won the British title, 3 years ago or whatever, but then what? You know what I mean? I'm the British champion now.
Let us have a look at what the boxing world has to say about this highly anticipated clash. Irish boxing champ Shane McGuigan, during an interview, talked about his favorite going into the match, and he believes that Joshua would win over Dan, but it would be a tough fight.
That's a dangerous man to go up against, so I do think Buatsi's going to come through it. I don't think it will be one-sided.
Professional Irish boxer Michael Conlon also sided with his fellow Irish and predicted that Joshua would win the fight.
I think, on my expectations of Josh, how I think of him as a fighter, I think, he should go in there and do the business.
Fellow English professional boxer Callum Smith also had his take on the fight. He believes that Dan Azeez is currently the man in form and he would come out victorious.
Dan Azeez is on a good run of form. He's had a lot of momentum since going to boxer, and he's the man in form, and sometimes the man in form's the man who you favour. But
Joshua also had something to say about his next opponent.
I'm preparing to fight a good fighter. Yeah, not a friend. No, I'm preparing to fight a good fighter. Of course, it's no secret that Dan is someone that I've known for years, I've trained with for years, but I'm preparing to fight a good fighter.
Dan had something similar to say about Joshua as well.
We just collide, man. Just like our paths have collided, we're going to collide physically, mentally, spiritually, every way we're going to collide. And I don't know what's going to happen.
These two have nothing but respect for each other, but that does not mean they will hold back.
Feeling good. Yeah, man, I'm excited and just can't wait.
He's gonna be across the ring and I know what's gonna happen, so that's all that matters, Andy.
February 4th, 2024. The Oval Arena, Wembley. Will Joshua's precision overcome Dan's power? Or will Dan's skills prove too much for Joshua? Let us know.